type of question. Okay. So, yesterday, I gave you 2 points, and we talked about writing equations in slope-intercept form. That's all I want you to be able to do for these next couple sections, right? Well, your goal is to find M and B. So yesterday, we did the easy problems because they came right out and gifted you one of them. Because when x is 0, your y-intercept is whatever is in the y spot. So they basically said, here you go, here's your gift. The y-intercept is 5. And you went, oh, awesome, thanks, I'll just put that right here. And the only thing you had to do yesterday was a fancy little formula to solve for slope. That was it, right? So you needed to remember to say, okay, I'm going to do 7 minus 5 over 2 minus 0, 2 over 2 is 1. Okay, it's just x plus 5, so you didn't really need to put anything there. Are we good with that? Okay. So how does today differ? Today differs, so we're going to call this your easy or your level 1. So this is the medium. I don't even know if I'm going to give you a hard. I don't even think there is a hard. This is medium hard combined. Today, look what we do. Today I'm going to say, all right, here is a point, 3 comma 0, 2 comma negative 4. Write the equation in slope-intercept form. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ooh, I see a 0. The y-intercept is 3, and I already see somebody shaking your heads. That's awesome, because that is not the y-intercept. The y-intercept is only when x is 0. That's actually your x-intercept, isn't it? I don't care about x-intercept, because in slope-intercept form, you need to know the y-intercept. So then what do? Because you're looking for M, you're looking for B. Last time they gave it to you, this time you have to go on a hunt for it. Okay? So, let me ask you this. Can you still find M the same way? Yes. So let's do that together, okay? So let's find our slope. That part has not changed. Okay, and again, if you go in a different order, that's fine. Negative 4 minus 0, 2 minus 3 gives you negative 4 over negative 1. Your M is equal to 4. So it's kind of reverse. So this time, I'm finding my slope out first. All right, my slope is 4. So here's what you could do. Once you know what your slope is, could you kind of start to get your equation ready for its answer? Now, let me ask you guys this, and I'm going to ask you to really think about this because you have the information in your head to be able to answer this question. We just don't know what the y-intercept is, right? So, what could you do, potentially, with maybe something up here and this equation here? If I'm looking for B, let me just remind you of something. How many unknowns do we have? How many variables do you see? 3. If you know the value for 2 out of the 3, could you maybe plug them in and solve for B? So what do you think, Jacob?
Substitute two coordinates for the x and the y?
Yes. He said, if you need an x and a y value, you got your choice. You have an x3 and a y0, or if you don't want to use that point, then use an x2 and a y as negative 4. You can't go wrong. And then you're going to solve for B. So watch what we're going to do. I'm going to show you it this way. I'm going to say, let's let x equal 3 and y equal 0. Or you could let x equal 2 and y equals negative 4. I'm showing you both ways because you can't go wrong unless you make a calculation error. So I'm plugging 0 in for y. Let 0 equal 4 times x, which is 3. And when I solve for B, I'll know my y-intercept. Agreed? So 0 is equal to 12 plus b. Subtract 12. And so my y-intercept is negative 12. Am I done? No, because the directions are going to say write an equation in slope-intercept form that passes through these 2 points. So just going up here and drawing an arrow and making that 12 is not enough. You have to write the full equation. And the equation is, I solved for slope that it was 4. I then used that, I plugged in values, and I found that I'm looking for my whiteout, and that my y-intercept was negative 12. So your final answer is y equals 4x minus 12. If you're good at plugging things in and doing quick little math facts, today is your day, because this is easy. Okay? Let's try it again, except with 2 and negative 4. Y is negative 4. Yeah.
Is that your whiteout?
Yes, it is staring right at me. Thank you. So y is negative 4. X this time is 2. And then I need to solve for b. So let's do it. So negative 4 is equal to 8. What should I expect to get? Negative 12, right? Are you going to solve it both ways each time? Heck no. You're going to pick one of the points, and you're just going to do it right. I'm just showing you that you, unless you, like I said, make a calculation error, you won't go wrong. So that is this answer, okay? Let me show you on a graph piece of paper what that could look like. If I plot point 3, 0, 3, 0, and 2, negative 4, 2, hold on, 3, 0, 2, negative 4, which is right here. And I kept going down 4 over 1. Where would I land? Boom. I would land right on negative 12, right where we expected it to be. So you could plot those points and take a ruler, but you don't always have a piece of graph paper handy, do ya? So when graph paper is not a good option, this is the what we're going to use. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's try this one. Ready? I want to show you that you should not fear fractions. Actually, let's do this. Negative 2 comma 5 and 2 comma negative 1. The directions are going to say, write an equation. You're gonna get so sick of hearing this. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that passes through these 2 ordered pairs. You're going to see that on the PSAT, and you need to know what to do with it. You need to say, oh, okay, well, I know I can find the slope by doing that formula Mrs. Z taught us. So do that first, because you're looking for M, and you're looking for B. You got negative 1 minus 5. You got 2 plus 2. You got negative 6 over 4. I don't like working with that. Let's reduce it. So what is your slope? Okay? Where does that go? Right here, right? So I'm going to say y equals, I'm going to write down what I know so far. This is usually the part where everybody goes, oh shoot, I forget what to do next. You're looking for B, so maybe even have a different color. Put a plus B in red. All right, now I want to point something out here, and this one's not bad. When your slope is a fraction, kind of is a little bit of a pain in the butt, unless you're like really good at fractions, right? Whatever value, you got to pick a point now. Whatever value you're going to choose, you want to look at that x value and make sure that it's a multiple of 2. Because I'm going to have to multiply whatever x value I choose by 3 halves. And multiplying by fractions, usually we try to avoid, right? Okay, everybody's paying attention, eyes up front. So in this case, you can't go wrong because they're both 2's. So I'm just going to choose the positive one. So I'm going to choose an x value of 2, a y value of negative 1. So I'm going to say negative 1 is equal to, watch what I'm doing. I'm putting that 2 over 1. Because for me, it makes it really obvious that I just cross-cancel those. Okay? And then I have my plus b still. So when those cancel, what does this give you? A negative 3 left, correct? So you got negative 1 equals negative 3 plus b, and now you know from there what to do. Once you're done, finish it off. Write your whole equation. y is equal to negative 3 halves x and plus 2. Are you with me? Easy so far? Okay, I got one more problem to show you. And actually, you know what's funny? I just showed you the hard one. Actually, that was the hard one. I'm going to do a medium one now. I'm going backwards. All right? Now, write equation. You're supposed to be hearing this. In slope-intercept form. Ready? That passes through point negative 1, 3 and has a slope of negative 4. That sounds really confusing. But just think about what it's asking you. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that passes through that point with a slope of negative 4. Well, if you happen to have your handy-dandy graph paper, look what we could do. We could just plot that point. Negative 1, positive 3. What's the slope from that point? Negative 4. So I could go what? Down 4 over 1. Awesome. What's my y-intercept? Negative 1. So you mean my equation to this answer should be y equals negative 4x minus 1? Yeah, that was really easy when I had the graph paper. Wow. But no graph paper. So what are your choices? Why is this a medium? Because they're only giving you 1 point in the slope. They're making it so much easier on you. You don't have to calculate negative 4. You were given it straight away. What makes it even easier? You don't have to pick which point to plug in. There's only 1. Do you understand? So I'm not sure why I showed you the hard one first. So now you just have to put 3 in for y, negative 1 in for x, and solve for b. And guess what? We just saw it better be negative 1. So you have 3 is equal to 4 plus b minus 4. Finish it off. Right there. So you have your y is equal to negative 4x minus 1. Got it? All right. That's all we did for today.